Hey everybody. I just want to say I'm so glad I messed around and made certain decisions prior to the internet. Because I swear to God, if reality shows existed when I was young, I probably would have been on it not just once, but twice. And I'm going to talk about it because I don't care and I'm not ashamed, and that's just the way it is. So, years ago, when I was raised in a home, I was raised Catholic, joined the military, and I dated someone. He left for Honduras. I had a rebound with someone else, and I was still in love with guy number one. So I got engaged to guy number two, but told him, I said, I still have feelings for the first guy, and when he comes back, I'm going to see him. And so um, I was with both guys within a month. Lo and behold, within a couple months after that, guy number one was back and doing another flight mission, and I was still with guy number two, but I ended up two pink lines. I was pregnant. And to be honest with you, well, guy number one's off doing his flight thing, and I'm with guy number two. And guy number two and I go to the doctor, and the doctor said, I think you conceived on this date. And so we all figured it was number one. And so guy number two took off and did his own thing and met someone else, and him and his new girl, they got married and had a couple of kids together. And then I moved on to guy number three. And I'm pregnant, and number three knew, and he said, I'll sign the birth certificate if you let number one and two go. And that's fine. We all talked about it. And so we got married and eventually had another daughter together. And for years, I did not know. I never did a DNA test. Never thought it was necessary. I thought I raised my two daughters with the same guy, and that was it. And lo and behold, the relationship wasn't healthy, and I had to file for divorce. And then guy number three, my husband, said, I'm not paying child support for the first because she's not mine. And my lawyer said, you better go find her biological father so you can file for child support. And I said, holy cow. And my daughter from birth on knew she had a biological father, and my husband was her dad. Both of my daughters knew that they had the same father per se, the same man that raised them, and had to do the paternity test. My daughter was about 10 years old. Come to find out, her biological father was guy number two. And we reconnected, and she met her step siblings, and that's all we wrote. It's the way it was. Then we proceeded. And so I was the original baby mama. And I'm so glad it was for the internet, because it's just the way it was. I didn't have anyone outing me or shaming me or anything. Not even anyone in my family said anything. And I'm not ashamed of it today. And then moving on, I've been married twice. And now I'm married a third time. But there's a stigma when it comes to women when they haven't lived the life of the Virgin Mary. When you've had more than one partner in this world. When you wear that scarlet letter. But I'll tell you, the best thing about my life is I did go to therapy, and I did heal, and I'm proud of who I am. Not only that, I married someone who is amazing, who didn't care about my past, who didn't care about my numbers. All he saw was me, a woman who had been broken, but had gotten therapy and had gotten better, and who was kind and loving and made a good partner for him. So I might not be everyone's cup of tea, but I'm his cup of tea, and most important, I'm my cup of tea, and I'm God's cup of tea, because God, I have been forgiven, and I've been washed clean. So I won't allow anyone to hold my past against me. All I know is I don't, my husband doesn't, and God doesn't, so why should I allow you to? So anyways, I hope my story helps. be ashamed. It's not even worth it. My hair is messy. I don't even care. So, anyways, that's all there is to it. And I will be back.